All right. Well, we're back. This is year 3 of Pickleball Chat with the Pickle Pals here. We got a new addition with us. We got Brian Perkins with us this year. He runs the bracket system and all the nuts and bolts of our Rotary Building Better Friendships Pickleball Tournament. And then our returning guest is Steve White, who is the chief cook and bottle washer for the entire tournament. And then my name is Will Gormley, and I'm the fundraising chair for the Rutland City Rotary Club. But we're here to talk about year 3 of our illustrious pickleball tournament. So I'm going to start it right off the bat. We're going to throw it over to Steve, and we're going to ask him just a real basic question. What is pickleball for those who don't know?
Well, pickleball is kind of a cross between tennis and ping pong. It's played on a court just about half the size of a tennis court, and plastic ball ping pong paddles and type of a paddle. And it's become, in fact, the largest growing sport in America. You see pickleball everywhere now. That's pretty much.
All right, cool. Yeah, I've heard it's very fast growing. It's becoming a nuisance in a lot of communities, but here in Rutland, we accept it.
Pickleball capital of Vermont.
That's right. That's right. I heard
trying to make it.
There's a housing development in South Burlington that tried to sue the pickleball players because it was too loud, and I said, you know what? Why don't you come down to Rutland? We'll be happy to have you.
We got a spot for you.
But let me ask you this, Steve. Pickleball, why Rotary Club? Why is our Rotary Club doing a pickleball tournament of all the fundraisers we could have picked?
Back about 3 years ago, sitting at the board of directors, and we were taking it on the chin due to COVID. COVID killed our golf tournament because Proctor Pittsford no longer has golf tournaments. COVID sent everybody outdoors, and now they have an actual waiting list of almost 100 people to get in up there. So they don't do the tournaments anymore. And then we sell Christmas trees. And of course, Christmas trees, it was difficult finding good Christmas trees. And then the cost of transportation in itself has sent the Christmas tree prices way up. So we lost a lot of that type of a thing. We used to sell 1,000 Christmas trees a year, and now we're down to about half of that. It was inevitable. We had to come up with a good idea to be able to make up some of these losses in our revenue. And I play pickleball. And they hear this ad nauseum. But I play pickleball, and I said, what about a pickleball tournament? And when I said that to the board, they looked at me like I had 2 heads. And I said, yeah, pickleball, fastest growing sport in America. Give me a week, let me tell you what I'd like to do. And I got an agree. They agreed with us that maybe this is the avenue we traveled, and needless to say, this is year 3, and it's been tremendously successful. It has become our largest fundraiser. Couldn't be any more proud.
And it's fun.
Yeah. And it's fun.
It's a lot of fun. It's fun to run. Everybody loves participating in it, and we give back to the community.
Yeah, when I remember that board meeting, I thought it was a joke. We all had a good chuckle, and now it's our largest fundraiser, and everybody has a great time. So the joke's on me, but it's all because of you. You put a lot of passion into this, Steve. Speaking of the tournament, Brian, you were run the format of this tournament. So what can you tell me? How does this tournament look?
Yeah, it's a 2-day tournament. So it's September 7 and 8 this year, 2024, and it's at Vermont Sport and Fitness, which has a fantastic facility for this sport. They have 3 tennis courts, and you divide each tennis court into 2 pickleball courts, so that's 6 pickleball courts and 4 people playing on 1 court, so that's 24 people that we can accommodate in any one time session. And the first year it was a different format than last year, because each year you do this, you learn what's the most efficient, effective, and funnest way to run the tournament. And last year was absolutely perfect. I don't think we're going to change hardly anything from that format, which is Saturday is they're both doubles. Both Saturday and Sunday events are doubles, and Saturday is same partner round robin doubles. So you play with the same teammate. So it's a team event, and you play everybody in your group. And then Sunday is switch partner round robin doubles. So you're not playing with the same partner as you would be on Saturday. You're switching your playing partner with everybody else in your group. So that's really where the build better friendships, I think, comes in, is on Sunday, because you're playing with however many other people are in your group, and you see multiple different styles. A lot of people enjoy the same partner, which is basically, you know, your team, and that's a lot of fun. But it's really exciting to see the Sunday group, because you're switching and you're seeing so many different styles of hits. So what I do is I'm basically the bracket maker, bracket person, and scorekeeper, and I run it into an Excel spreadsheet. And from the laptop, I hook up an HDMI cable to the big screen, and we turn the big screen around so everybody can see it. And it's amazing, because everybody can see where they are in the list of their points, and it's a lot of fun. And depending on how many people we get and how full the session is, you know, we usually do winner and runner up for each group, and then there's sponsorship prizes that we give out, you know, gift certificates and such, and pickles and a bunch of other gifts. And it's typically the winner and runner up, depending on how big the groups are. But last year on Saturday and for Sunday, we had a full house. We had 24 players in each session, and each day. And this year, if it goes over that, we'll have a second time session. Like, we'll do one in the morning and then one in the afternoon, so we could accommodate, you know, up to 48 players per day. So it really depends on how many people we get registered for it, and it's grown every single year. So hopefully this year will be the biggest ever.
And I think you brought up a nice point there too, that aside from just the competitive aspect of this tournament, there's also a networking aspect. You know, I know a lot of the players have found other players in their area by coming to this tournament. You know, if I remember correctly, after our first tournament, you know, there was a text chain going around of all the people who had met each other, you know, who now had somebody new to play with because they had come to this tournament and met them and got to play with them and against them. So,
and they were from all over.
Yeah.
They were from Manchester, Vermont.
Manchester, New Hampshire.
Manchester, New Hampshire.
Yeah. They were all trying to figure out where they were going to get together, where they could all play another round of
Queensbury,
pickleball.
New York.
Yeah.
They got a couple people. So it's a destination tournament. It's not just Rutland City residents. It's a destination tournament from all over, you know, the area.
you know, it's a very inclusive tournament, and it gets people into the sport. You know, and with that in mind, we also have a learning clinic for those who might not have ever played before. If Steve, maybe you could tell us about that.
Free.
I can. On day one, which is Saturday the 7th this year, we hold a pickleball learning clinic with a lady by the name of Denise Ballou and her husband Jim. They're very accomplished pickleball, they call them trainers, I guess you would say. And they have a host of other people that come in, very accomplished other players that come in, and they work with people at Monsignor Connor Park called Meadow Street Park. And they have a blast doing so. To this point, in the 2 prior years, a total of 70 people have learned how to play pickleball, and some of them are playing in the tournament this year. So if you're not playing, there's a heck of a nice opportunity to be able to learn how to play pickleball with safety in mind. They do a tremendous job. So I'd love to see anybody who wants to learn how to play down there, 9 o'clock on Saturday the 7th.
And those trainers are the real deal, because they do that down in Florida for...
Down in Tampa, Florida.
Yeah, like that's what they do, is they train people how to play pickleball.
And you will laugh. It's so much fun.
So if you have FOMO, everybody you know is playing pickleball and you don't know how to get into the sport, you know, this is like the opportunity to get down there with a bunch of other new folks, with some great teachers, meet other folks who are at that beginner skill level too that you can start playing with, and you learn the ins and outs of the sport itself.
And it's a sport where if you're just starting out, no pressure. Everybody there at that clinic, they've never played before, or very, very little, or maybe they played table tennis or tennis and want to try this because it's in between. So really don't be afraid to try it out, because everybody at that clinic has virtually never played before.
Is a newbie.
Yeah.
And one of the things that I think is critical that people understand, that pickleball covers, they're playing it in grammar school. And one of our participants in the first year of the tournament was a lady by the name of Gladys Villalobo from Manchester. She is 93 years old, and she plays to a 3.5, which is better than an average pickleball player. So that being said, from kindergarten to very much older person, you can play pickleball. It's fun.
Yeah. A real lifetime sport. As far as why we're doing this, I just want to touch base a bit about what the Rotary Club of Rutland does with the funds that we do raise from this tournament. If you're not familiar with Rotary clubs, it's a fundraising and service organization. We go out there, we do service projects, we raise money, and then we give money away to those endeavors that we think will help our community. Our particular club, we have a themed giving focus, and we try to address food insecurity in the Rutland region. Just this past year, at the end of the year, we donated $4,000 to address food insecurity. We gave $1,000 to the food shelf at Brock, $1,000 to the community cupboard, $1,000 to Companions in Wholeness, and $1,000 to the Vermont Farmers Food Center's pharmacy program. On top of that, we also take donation requests throughout the year. So we have a good portion of the fundraising budget that we set aside for those requests that come in, that we evaluate each month. And then we also have a long-term savings fund that we use to do large global grant projects, solving either food crises in third world countries or maternal and child health, you name it. But we do a lot with the money that we raise from these fundraisers. So aside from having a fun tournament and learning to play pickleball, you can feel happy with the fact that by participating, you're helping spread a lot of good around Rutland region and the world. So with that, I just want to reiterate what the dates and times of the tournament are, and we hope to see you there.
The first day is again, the Learning Clinic at Monsignor Connor Park at 9 o'clock. If you are going to do this, please do sign up, because we're not asking for any money, but we want to make sure that we don't have too many people down there, so we burn these people out. The actual tournament itself will be on Saturday, will be the Bring Your Own Partner, I guess you would call it. And that's Vermont Sport and Fitness up on Curtis Avenue in Rutland, and that will be the times to be announced, because we really don't know exactly how many people we're going to have there.
Yeah, it
and
depends
then
on registrates. Yep.
There you go.
Yep.
And on Sunday it's going to be the true round robin, where you'll play with the person who's the next person that's in your grid. And if you are interested in seeing this, Vermont Sport and Fitness has a great facility for that. They have chairs along a glass thing where you're able to look right down on what's going down on the actual floor. So if somebody's just interested in seeing what this is all about, great opportunity to do so.
Yeah, it's great for people just to watch. You don't have to participate. They have a great viewing area. They kind of don't like people in the room there because it can get a little crowded, but up above and looking down, it's a bird's eye view.
Air conditioned.
Yep, air conditioning.
And you will be able to find a link to register for the Learning Clinic and the tournament at rutlandcityrotary.org. And with that, I want to thank the Pickle Pals here for explaining the ins and outs of our tournament, and we hope to see you there.
Thank you.